live chatters and Mad Hatters. This is Douglas Bloch, 10 minutes late, but as I say, on a slightly different time schedule now, but we are still doing our weekly live video chat on my YouTube channel, which has been going since 2009, and the live video chats have been going on since 2013. No, 2017. Anyway, as I said, because of this crisis I've been in, we're having shorter live chats, closer to a half hour to 40 minutes. But I am here. A nice yellow shirt. Yes, I love this. I got this in 2005 on Father's Day, believe it or not. You've been out of the hospital for a year and 6 months. Congratulations. Healing does happen. Healing is part of the recovery process as well as relapse. Unfortunately, of course, healing is part of the recovery process. Anyway, we are here weekly to answer your questions about mental health recovery and to allow you guys to support each other in a virtual support group community. We have our regulars, Alice16, Kevin Wilson, Todd Nobles, Lazy Eye Ranch. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all of you gals who don't have to have your own biological children. Anybody who's does mothering, including me. So I'll say happy birthday, Doug. I like turtles. I am feeling a little bit better the last 2 days. It has been a very challenging ordeal in terms of my disrupted sleep, which happened the day of my surgery on February 26th. It's been February 27th, but it's just been so difficult. But the last 2 days seems to be a little bit better. I'm a little less depressed, and also I seem to be a little less sedated. Hi, Mitch. Nice to see you. Yes, of course. Mother's Day to Lazy Eye Ranch. She's got a lovely son who lives with her. Been up and down like we all have. I'm looking better, Doug, says Jason Clulo from the UK. Do I have any luck with melatonin? No. I'm going to be taking something called CBD and CBN. I wonder if anybody has had experiences with those. CBD and CBN. Anyone tried any of those? I haven't, but I have a hard time sometimes getting to sleep. Sometimes, all the time. But I thought maybe this would help. No miracles. Kelly Burns. Starting off the donations with $2. We always have the same goal. $50 in donations and 70 people. Let's do 60 people. It's more realistic. Probably a lot of people are out having family dinners. At any rate, anybody have any experience with CBN or CBD, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. I am looking better, am I? Haven't I? Aren't I? You've taken CBD and it works. I'm mostly interested not for pain or even anxiety, just to help induce sleep or relax me ahead of time so I can induce sleep myself. My sister-in-law takes CBD for sleep, says it helps her. Very good, Susan Jones. I appreciate that thumbs up. Right now I'm trying to decide whether I should take the CBD tonight or just cut back on the propranolol to become less sedated the next time. I've tried CBD, but it seemed to affect my meds. In what way? Someone once commented they didn't like me eating on camera well because I've been in a very compromised situation. I have to do things when I can. I like turtles, praying for recovery. What meds have I taken for sleep? Basically, Zyprexa, and Ambien and Trazodone. Hey Joan, did you ever find my phone? Yeah, I'm going to send my brother a quick text message. Don't go anywhere. Thank you. My darling Joan, my wonderful Florence Nightingale taking care of me. So, I'm going to send a quick text to my brother. In the meantime, it stopped him from working. Well, that's not a good thing. My nurse practitioner said, that I should feel free to try them. He says he doesn't really think they do much CBD or CBN, but no harm in trying them. Oh yeah, trazodone has been very helpful, especially the amount I'm taking, 100 milligrams. And my good friend, an accountant, takes 100 milligrams. We're in temporary housing that we're not used to. My husband tripped on the air rug and fell. His right eye is broken. What? I'm so sorry, Susan. I didn't know you were married. But I think it's wonderful when we support each other. You think magnesium is better? Well, I've taken magnesium before bed. It hasn't really done anything. But anyway, different strokes for different folks. Anyway, Susan, I'm so sorry. In case none of you know this, Susan Jones's house caught on fire. And I guess it was a pretty severe fire because she's living in temporary housing. And it's been tremendously traumatic, right, Susan? I'm really sorry. Have you tried calling Silent Unity? Let me give you the number. It's 1-800, oh, no. Not all of you live in America, right? America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy hood. Something with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. A lot of people have said that this should have been our national anthem, not the Star Spangled Banner, which I completely agree with. America is a beautiful song. Anyway, here it is. If you want to get 24-hour prayer support, and they also pray for you for a month in their beautiful healing chapter, which I have been to, call 1-816-969-2000. So, Susan, if you haven't already done so, I highly recommend you do. Okay, that is Silent Universe. Hey, Patrick Coleman, you haven't called me in a week. Give me a call. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. Patrick is my nephew, and he and my wife Joan, well, his mother is Joan's sister, so that's why he becomes my aunt. Rachel Moore, haven't seen you in a while. Joan P. Joseph, haven't seen you ever. Makesh TV, I'm starting a new life as a college student in Canada. Well, great. Good for you. I wish I were your age. Shit. I'm 74 years old, and I've had a lot of problems in the last 18 months with my body, which is why I fell into this insomnia and depression. I didn't expect my body would, have problems. I don't want to say breaking down. That's a very bad affirmation, but I didn't think things would go awry this quickly and this severely. Huck Hogan's theme song should be used as the national anthem. Never hide from it. Yes, Susan, you said you're overwhelmed. Do you have a counselor you can talk to? When you're overwhelmed, you have to break things down to tiny, tiny segments. Someone once said, how do you eat a whale? What? I'm vegan. I don't believe in eating whales. Well, if you wanted to eat a whale, one bite at a time. So, Susan, you have to break things down into their smallest components and take each component, as it comes. And of course, it reminds you of the phrase baby steps. I'm sure some of you have heard of What About Bob, but yeah, Susan, you got to just break things down into small tasks and definitely check in with your counselor. Sleep is a little bit better, Veggie Metal. Thank you for asking. So, thanks for being here, John Caro, jumping through. Afraid to be alone with wife going for a week? Well, can you find people to call and talk to? Set up some support for yourself. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Elephants are wonderfully intelligent people. I do not believe in eating them. Yeah, sometimes it seems that troubles come as an avalanche. Thank you, yes. All prayers go out to Susan Jones from Virginia. That's a lot to go through. My health and anxiety are not good. Well, my health is not good. I mean, it's better than many people's, but it's, I really can't think straight. Yeah, definitely check in with your counselor. I don't know if medication would help for anxiety. I can't prescribe it. Definitely you need professional support in this kind of crisis, because you're in a major crisis. What was I going to say? Something important. Yeah, elephants are highly, highly intelligent beings. Anyway, silent unity, right. Call 1-816-969-2000, Susan, and you and anybody else will get a beautiful prayer treatment, and then you'll get 30 days of support in their prayer chapel. It's helped many, many people. You are listening to the Depression Recovery Channel with Douglas Bloch, aka Pastor Doug, on Mother's Day 2023. And I see that H7 just donated $100, I can tell you that. What does AED stand for? Yeah, the nicest people suffer the most. Thank you, Jason, for your $5 donation. I really appreciate a £5 donation. So we are up to about $7, about 1/7 of the what we look for, what we're going for. But hey, I'm not quite sure what the AED currency is. Maybe somebody could tell me. Oh, your mother passed away on March 20th. How sad. That's right. It's Mother's Day. Well, when people lose their mothers, or anybody, especially on Mother's Day, what is going on here? I'm sorry about that. I hear this stuff coming on my cell phone. I'll just have to silence it. Anyway, you called Sun Union and called the suicide prevention hotline after you suggested last week. Well, was it helpful? And yes, very nice people do go through suffering. But suffering is a kind of initiation. I should know. And sometimes it either purifies you, makes you more compassionate, or something positive comes through it, out of it. And of course, they would never want to, discount anybody's suffering when they're suffering, or their misery, or their bad fortune. However, I have found that sometimes out of bad fortune, good can arrive, but you never can really see it when you're in the middle of it, only in retrospect. So, Susan, you have all of our support and love. I believe that you can emerge from this. AED is just 27. Don't say just 27. That's fantastic. What type of currency is that, H7? The best view comes after the hardest climb. Very good. I like that. I love Todd's sayings. 988, yeah. Well, 988 is the suicide prevention helpline. I've got a new joke for you, Douglas. One of those smarty pants jokes that require a little knowledge. I'm pretty ignorant, so we'll see what happens. By the way, Jason, I want you to get your joke out. Jason used to give Inspector Clouseau, used to do lots and lots of jokes. Barrett Mason, thank you for being here. After loss and suffering, you become humbled and much more compassionate and a much more beautiful human being. Well, that's certainly true of people I've seen, including myself. You live in Dubai. It's the official currency of the United Arab Emirates. Wow. Or Dubai, yes. I'd like to go there. It's not a very wealthy city. And AED, that was what the currency was. And United Arab Immigrants, that's what the AED stands for. I hear that's a pretty interesting place. Mitch says, Jen, you never quite get over it, but as the years pass, it becomes more manageable and more bearable. That's certainly true. Time is the great healer. Absolutely. Well, I think the way I'm talking, I do seem to feel a little better than last week. And some of you who saw me last week comment on whether you see some improvements. I'm hoping someone can validate that, because it has been a really difficult path. Your voice is different, quieter. What happened? Well, you'll never believe the power of chocolate fudge bars. Raymond Hill, Susan, I got through it. Douglas helped. Now I'm happy and not depressed. Of course, Susan's going through. Hey, Stephanie from Sacramento. Don't be a stranger. Call me. I've been going through hell. A very lovely and advanced city. Yeah, I should read more about it. Maybe I can come and visit and crash on your floor or something. You feel so alone? Well, there is help out there if you can reach out for it. You seem calmer and more calm. You look better than last week, says SGB. I think you look better than you did last week. I've been praying for you. Well, thank you, sweetheart. And Steve is a Pisces, just like myself. I think he's born very close. I'm born on the February 22nd. I think she was born like on the 21st. Anyway, we are like 12 years apart. Are you 86? Does that make sense? Am I 74? Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, Anne is our oldest live chatter and definitely one of our most devoted. How's my diet? Mostly a plant-based diet, fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and seeds. I do eat cheese. I love spaghetti and tomato sauce and Parmesan cheese. Mostly, though, vegetables, including tempeh for protein. Thanks at Spectrum. So when I heard the joke, to write it down because I knew I'd forget it. And what is the joke? Inspector, so can you repeat it? Yeah, I can't find the joke. Inspector Clouseau, say your joke again, will you please? No, it doesn't. You don't have to feel sorry about anything. $27 is a lot for this channel. So we definitely have hit the halfway mark. 27 and 5 is 32. And then, of course, we had a nice at the beginning too. So we're about $34. So that's pretty good. That's 70% of the way there. We only need $15 more. How cool. So, Nancy, I was born 21, 86. God, do I have a good memory, even when I'm suffering. I don't think I'm going to make it to 86, by the way. My body is so beat up. I'm living the good life. It's been a struggle, but made it to this age. And you are to be tremendously commended. I don't think I've got, well, we'll see what happens. We can't predict the future. Oh, people who can't distinguish between etymology and etymology bug me in ways I can't put into words. So that is friggin' good. Lazy Ranch, when do you explain the joke to those of us who don't? No, I gotta try this again, man. That is a very, very, very clever joke. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that in my joke book and probably use it on my next video. If I can get this thing up. Cool. Every cloud has a silver lining, right? Did anybody see my my post, Flashback Friday? I thought it was pretty good. So good I can remember it. Also, my video called Victory Begins in the Dark, even though I stole the channel, I think that was very, very, stole the title, I thought it was very inspiring. And someone remind me, what did they put up for Flashback Friday? Well, we are in Safari, right? I could go, just look up on my phone. Hey, what the hell? So yeah, I like when you ask questions about the videos I put up, all having to do with every aspect you can imagine of mental health recovery. Hi Ava, nice to see you. We'll look those up, yeah. Keto Todd, yes. You're going to make it to 86. This will pass on, be renewed. Not if my body doesn't get any better. I'm not worried about my mind. I have chronic lymphedema. There's no flow of lymph in either of my feet. I've got some other health issues, so I'm not really worried about my mental health, which is strange since I've had 4 depressive breakdowns. I'm much more worried about my physical health. I'm just saying a quick note to my brother. How is your men's group? When can we talk today? Yes. I'm feeling better, Ava. Not a whole lot, but I'm definitely feeling better. Do I eat rice? Oh, Todd, do you eat rice and potatoes? Yes. It is now 12:32 after the hour. We have $15 more to hit our goal of 50, and I don't even know, $50 donation and 51 concurrent viewers. That's not too bad. We're looking for 60. When changing your thinking is enough. Thank you. That's an old video I brought back. Why that video is so important is that cognitive behavioral therapy is one of the most used tools for depression. If you change the way you think, it changes the way you feel. It also changes your brain. But if the basic cause of your anxiety depression is physiological, like you're in constant fight or flight, or you have an overactive amygdala, which is a gland in the midbrain that controls fear, then, or if you're really depressed and you can't think of a positive thought, this is where the physiological change from the bottom up is important, such as medications like antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, such as sometimes ECT or TMS. And I'm going to have to get some water in a moment because something is in my throat. I think there's some water right here. So yeah, sometimes you have to go directly to the physiology to help change the thinking, and other times it's vice versa. Maybe in this little thing here, I've got some lozenges. Let me take a look. I didn't send this up very well. Whoops. Aha! There is one lozenge here. Okay, now I won't be coughing. Okay. John Stephen, nice to see you, Mr. Bloch. Nice to see you. I look like I lost a fight. A few years ago, I tripped on a tire and fell on my face. Oh my God. Your nose is broken? Next day you fainted, cut my hair and broke my glasses. 2 black eyes now, looking worse than it is. God, you are a trooper and a survivor. Okay, thank you for letting me suck my lozenge. Appreciate it. I faint sometimes due to POTS. We have to be careful, Isaiah Ranch. And I don't know what POTS is, but it's an acronym. And today is Mother's Day. It is May 14th, 2023, the second Sunday of every May is Mother's Day, and there's a very interesting, you should go to Wikipedia and see how it was created. There's this one woman who lobbied, I think she was a suffragette or something like that. She lobbied for years and years and years and years to get Mother's Day acknowledged, which she kind of created, and it was. I then read in Wikipedia that she died kind of alone and in poverty, so there should be some sort of like statue to this woman. The person who should really put up a statue is the flower industry, because I think there are more flowers bought on Mother's Day than any other holiday in the United States. So you guys can tell me if that's true. And yeah, so second Sunday in May, and tomorrow is May 15th, a very special day because my father and my brother were both born on that day. My brother turns 71 tomorrow, I turn 74, and if my father were alive, he would be turning 110. There must be out there in the world who are 110, but not that many. Anyway, my father's name was Leo. He's a really good man, a really good soul. I'm very appreciative that he was in my life. I fell a lot in 2019, so I walk slowly. Yeah, well, you know, seniors, quote unquote, I don't feel like a senior, but I definitely am. You know, one of the things they tell you is you must watch your step and keep your balance, because if you break a hip, for example, at my age, then your mortality goes up, because during the recovery you can't do any weight-bearing exercises on that hip or that leg, so you're basically not moving, and that leaves room for all sorts of health problems. Oh yeah, Joan, Mother's Day, and Ava's son is turning, his birthday is tomorrow, as is my brother. So it is now 12:37 after the hour. We're looking for one more donation. 27 and 5 and 2. Yeah, about $15 or a couple of $5 donations would bring us to our $50 goal. And all you guys who are falling down, watch your step. You know, when I had my hip surgery in 2021, hip replacement, the surgeon said, whatever you do, Doug, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Well, if you say that, what does the subconscious mind hear? Fall, right? 11 days after the surgery, I fell on the hip that was operated on. I was scared as shit. Anyway, I went to the surgeon, they took x-rays, and the prosthetic did not come loose from the bone, nor was it damaged. So I was very fortunate. Here's $4.99 from Ava. I love it. $10 more. And Drew Gotam, nice to see you. Mortality goes raised to go 80% after a broken hip. Really? 80%? Oh God. Hey, there's another $27. What's your opinion on AI chat GPT? Have you tried it? No, I haven't, but my friend who's a scholar and intellectual has told me about it, and it's kind of scary, because I think there's going to come to a point where these people might start to be sentient, and that is really, really, you know, a machine thinking and maybe even having consciousness. That is a brave new world. When I attend the office, the chances of me getting violent increase by 100%. Okay, that's got to be a joke, but I don't get it. Just recovering from an asthma attack. Yes, love ChatGPT. Is that like an app that you use? I hear that like it can write term papers, you know, and nobody can tell the difference. Oh, you really do hate certain people. Well, you know what the Buddha says, overcome hatred with love. I think Jesus said that too. I've been falling more lately. I tore a rotator cuff in RT, right shoulder. 4 months ago, still hurts a lot. Need more help with my son, but he's allergic to any physical labor. No, I know you meant it. I just see that. But Lazy on Ranch, I'm a little nervous about you living by yourself, because, you know, all these falls. I mean, I know you're only in your 60s, probably about 5 or 6 years younger than I am. But, you know, the older you get and the more you fall, the more likely it is going to be, you know, potentially life-threatening. So I know you're on the grid, and no assisted living on the grid, but yeah, just watch your step, and I hope you have people you can call if you need some help. What is my opinion on meditation? Does it really help people? like, so yeah, meditation is fantastic. It's one of the major tools for calming the mind, dealing with anxiety, and watching and observing your thoughts and seeing them go by without grasping them or without pushing them away is the basic tenet of all meditation and all religions. Wow. Broke my knee. Hey, you guys are scaring me, man. I'm going to have to say a prayer of protection before I leave this live chat with all these people falling down. Anyway, AED, thank you for another $27 donation. You definitely put us over the $50 mark, so I hope I give you my opinion on chat, AI and chat GBT. I gave you my opinion based on very little knowledge. I've tried it. So how do you try it? Do you download the application and then just you ask it questions? Is that how it works? Anyway, my friend in Eugene will be able to tell me. All right, it's 12:41. I'm going to be leaving in 9 minutes. I've got to make sure I can call my brother on the East Coast. Doug, it's not just AI that can be sentient, but even non-human things. You should check out this new philosophical theory called panpsychism. Close to atomism. Pan means everything, right? Yeah, named after the god, of the what? He played the flute. He was like a nature god. Yeah. Yes. The guy, $27.99, late today, but hugs and kisses. Well, guess what? I don't know if you have any of your own children, Elisa, but happy Mother's Day to you, and thank you for that generous donation. I know you have 2 cats, but so you're a mother to those cats, and maybe you're a mother to a couple of kids. My granddad lived through 2 wars, read about its first flight of world. Wright brothers, as a young man, watched moon landing with us in 1969. Love his stories. Well, that's lovely to have a grandfather like that. You are again listening to the live video chat with Douglas Bloch here on the Depression Recovery channel. I've made over 650 videos, including about 300 live chats, so check it out. I miss you, Master Douglas. Well, here I am. 1 daughter. Well, I hope your daughter sends you a nice Mother's Day card. Doug, I tried texting you a breathing exercise a while back, very effective for sleep. Why don't you text me right now and put in the, the subject, breathing for sleep. That would be really, really, really helpful. I really appreciate you doing that, Veggie Metal. Really, really, really appreciate it. That would be very helpful to me, since sometimes I just can't seem to get to sleep. So, subject line says breathing exercise for falling asleep. Does the limbic work for depression? For some people it does. It's mostly mood stabilizer, but one of my psychiatry friends used to give it to almost everybody for depression. Live is beautiful, respectable. Yeah, Ava, thank you. Susan Jones says, I don't want to call my mother because I'm really in bad shape emotionally and don't want her to pick it up. Don't worry, so maybe you can send her a text. How are you these days, Douglas? I've been through hell. 10 weeks of hell. And today is the first day I'm feeling like halfway human. So thank you for asking. And thank you guys for continuing to pray for me. I wouldn't ask this. I don't want to see I don't want to seem narcissistic, but this is something I need from you. I need from the community, because I'm facing this insomnia thing. The other day, when I was so down, with depression, I wondered whether it was worth even keeping going. So yes, please continue to see me well. I am better this week than last week. Continue to see me weller, and I'd really appreciate it. Chat GPT is not sentient, which helps put in perspective where intelligence ends, the ego and consciousness begins. Which surprisingly, there's a lot of what we think we are just is ego. Age 7. Veggie Metal, I just saw your little email pop on, so I'll definitely look at it soon today. Thank you. Problems are inevitable. Misery is a choice. Some people say pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional, which is, not. This is a suffering where you bring it on yourself. Pain is inevitable. Period. Suffering is optional. $5. Keep getting better, Doug. Thank you, Richard Greenberg. Greenbow. Appreciate your £5 donation. Thank you. I'm kind of losing it right now. I'm starting to feel myself getting a little bit depressed. I mean, I am depressed. I have been depressed, or feelings of depression. I'm not depressed. Depression is not who I am. It's something I'm going through. It's a condition I'm living through. Anyway, that just shows I've my reserves are not what they used to be. You guys who've been through major depressive episodes know how it takes a lot of energy to do virtually anything. So yeah, Doug suggests I send the text. Yeah, that's really great. All right, well, thank you for being here. At the end of this chat, when I sign off, I think there's at least 5 or 10 minutes where you guys continue to participate in the thread. So that's wonderful. You'll bounce back. Keep the faith. Thank you, little guy. Yeah, I really appreciate your faith. Hey, Clive. Keep well, and your body is healing. Pain is crap. Yes, but you live a day at a time. You could get a knee operation. You live in a time where you could get a knee operation. Time's gone by, a person could have died or been lame for the rest of their lives. Well, yes, a lot of people would be dead if it weren't for modern medicine. Diabetics, and the list goes on. People who've had open heart surgery, like Kelly. Try putting some food under your pillow. Works with children's sense of security. All right. Okay, emotional pain is the worst. Thank you for that wonderful donation. Lisa from Alberta. Sometimes I use your guys' real names. Hope you don't mind. I'm not giving you your last names. I don't know anybody's last names except, Jennifer Miranda. It's right out there for everybody to see, right? Britt Mason. Emotional pain is the worst. I have roomfuls of it. Well, maybe you'll open the door and you'll let it out. Have a great week. Love to all. Have a great week. Nancy, have a great week. Have a good week, everybody. Thank you for being here and supporting this channel. Those of you who have donated, you can also donate on this thread, and you can also donate at PayPal. Simply go to PayPal.com, and my PayPal address is my email address. Period. DouglasBloch@gmail.com. It will come up as Douglas Bloch comma, Palace Communications. Period. Interesting, it spelled it right the first time and not the second. Pallas Athena, it was the god of love and wisdom, and that's why I named my business after her, Greek goddess. All right. Keep supporting each other, keep loving each other. Remember, what goes down must come up. I tell myself this all the time, and it has been true for many times in my life. And hopefully this is going to be one of them. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your good wishes. Thank you for affirming that I can be restored and that each and one of you can be restored. Some of you have come through emotional pain, depression, anxiety. One person said at the beginning, he or she has been out of the hospital 1 year, 6 months. Recovery happens. It's hard though to hang in there when it's so difficult, but one step in front of the other, one day at a time, and you can always pray and to, the God of your choice, or you can simply call Silent Unity, which is an amazing prayer ministry which has been around since 1889. It's a long time. And I'm giving you the number right now. Silent Unity Prayer Support. Period. Okay, well, the rest of you enjoy your Mother's Day. And until we meet again, I wish you all the best in your mental health recovery, as well as myself. Take care. See you next time. Have a great day.